Good morning, class 8th. We were reading chapter 5, Combustion and Flame. In this chapter, we have seen about combustion and flame, about some reactions of combustion, conditions necessary for combustion, and we have seen some conditions such as combustible and non-combustible substances, presence of supporter of combustion, ignition or kindling temperature, types of combustion, flame, and we have seen a candle flame, and we were reading in the last class about the fuel. So students, now you have to open page number 73 in your science book and keep a pencil with you to underline hard words. So now I am going to read. On the basis of their physical state, fuels have been divided into three categories. Okay, so on the basis of physical states of fuels, fuels have been divided into three categories. First, solid fuels. Solid fuels are the fuels that exist as solid at room temperature, for example. So, the fuels that are in solid form in room temperature are called solid fuels. For example, wood, charcoal, coal, coke, cow dung, cake, etc. Now the second, liquid fuels. Liquid fuels are the fuels that exist as liquids at room temperature. So, the fuels that are in liquid state in room temperature called liquid fuels. For example, kerosene, petrol, diesel, fuel oil, alcohol, benzene, etc. Now the third, gaseous fuel. Gaseous fuels are the fuels that exist in gaseous state at room temperature. So, the fuels that are in gaseous state in room temperature called gaseous fuels. For example, biogas, natural gas, petroleum gas, etc. Now here you can see some images. Solid fuel, liquid fuel and gaseous fuel. Caloric value of a fuel. All combustible substances cannot be used as fuels and all fuels cannot be used for all applications. So, all the flammable substances are not used like fuel and all the fuels we cannot use them for everything. Actually, different fuels produce different amount of heat and light energy on burning. So, all the fuels are there, their heat and their light are different when they burn. Besides the energy produced, the choice of a fuel for a particular use depends on its availability, efficiency, cost and the amount of pollution caused by it. So, apart from producing energy, some other things are also seen before using any fuel, like its availability, efficiency, cost and the amount of pollution caused by it. Now the definition of caloric value. The amount of heat energy released by a unit quantity of fuel on complete combustion in oxygen is called the caloric value of the fuel. The caloric value is expressed in kilojoules per kilogram, that is kJ upon kg, kilocalorie upon kilogram, etc. The caloric value of some of the fuels has been given in table 5.3. Here you can see. Higher the caloric value of a fuel, the better is the fuel. Hydrogen is considered the best fuel as it has the highest caloric value. However, it is difficult to handle it in gas form. Liquid hydrogen is used as a fuel in spacecraft. So, the higher caloric value of any fuel, the better the fuel is considered. That is to say, its energy generating capacity and efficiency are equally good. Hydrogen has highest caloric value and that's why it is considered the best fuel. But hydrogen gas is difficult to use and liquid hydrogen is easy to use. Now you can see table 5.3 caloric value of some fuels. By the way, what do you mean by spacecraft? Underline this word. A vehicle used for traveling in space. Now here you can see table 5.3. Biogas has caloric value 35 to 40. Coke has caloric value 28 to 31. Coal has caloric value 15 to 27. Charcoal has caloric value 29.6. Hydrogen has caloric value 141.9. Kerosene has caloric value 47. LPG has caloric value 48. Methane has caloric value 55 and petrol has caloric value 48. Now, do you know? LPG is a mixture of hydrocarbon gases used as fuel. It was first produced by Walter Snelling in the year 1910. It burns cleanly with no soot and very few sulfur emission, posing no ground or water pollution hazards. So, LPG, that is liquid petroleum gas, is a mixture of hydrocarbon gases. Do you remember about hydrocarbon? I have told it earlier. If you remember, you can write it in the comment box. Let's see who can write. So, come to the point. It was first produced by Walter Snelling in the year 1910. LPG burns without emission of carbon particle. Emission of sulfur from LPG is very low and LPG does not cause any hazard of ground or water pollution. Now about Joule. Joule is the SI unit of energy. It is named after the English physicist James Prescott Joule. Now the classroom discussion. Why does the choice of a fuel depend on its availability, efficiency, cost and the amount of pollution caused by it? Because all these qualities of fuel show a good caloric value of that fuel. Is that clear, students? So in the next class we will see page number 74. That's all for today. Thanks to all.